Nightcrawler. Everybody's like, well, damn, man, you know, Nightcrawler. They say, well, Jake Gyllenhaal, he's in it and everything. How come he ain't got where's his tail at? Right.
I thought it was be Alan Cummings.
Why didn't they give him the blue skin? You know what? Man, Hollywood's just changing all these comic book movies around, man. Damn, y'all ain't even bothering to put makeup on people now. Damn, y'all suck. Now, this movie right here, it's called Nightcrawler because it deals with Jake Gyllenhaal, who plays a guy named Louis Bloom. Now, Louis is nothing more than a petty criminal. And he's crazy. But he has everything an employer is looking for. He's a quick learner, Martin. He has drive.
Boy, does he have drive.
He has drive. Martin, he shows initiative.
Yes, he does.
Everything. If he wasn't out there, you know.
If he wasn't a goddamn thief.
Yeah, if he wasn't stealing shit, I mean, he could be gainfully employed. So he's kind of holding himself back. But I tell you what, he always has a positive attitude. So when he becomes interested in the underground scene of crime and shock journalism, it's not long before he starts to pick up some equipment, tinker around with it, and soon make a name for himself. I've never, ever fucking trusted Jake Gyllenhaal at all. That ain't acting right there. That's insanity. He's got those Jake Gyllenhaal eyes. They're big, they're round. Look at this, man.
Yeah.
He's Amanda Seyfried with a penis. Even Amanda Seyfried looking at me like, damn, what's wrong with your eyes? Bitch, what's wrong with your eyes? But,
which anime are you in?
Yeah. He lost a lot of weight for the movie. No, not a lot. I think he lost about 25 pounds. So he got this gaunt look for himself.
Yeah.
He's got those crazy eyes. And the reason why that's important here is because that's the kind of character he is. Jake Gyllenhaal is like every other crazy chick that I've gone out with. You know, you get him at the table and they sit there and they're like, oh, I'm into puppetry. You know, that kind of thing. And our eyes get real big.
Those crazy Winona Ryder eyes.
Yeah. When you're talking to Jake Gyllenhaal in this movie, he's looking at you and he listens. And he sits up there and he nods his head every now and then. Got those eyes staring at you the whole time. So you sit there and you say, this motherfucker's crazy, man. Yeah, I ain't worried about him. But the whole time his eyes are big like this and looking at you, he's soaking in
everything about you. Every detail.
About
he is studying you.
And it gets to a point in the movie where you're like, man, that motherfucker, I'm tired of him. I'm getting ready to fire him. You sit him down, he's like, oh, you gonna fire me? Well, let me tell you why you're not. And here's the cool thing about it. It ain't even blackmail.
It's not. I've already mapped your career, your career path. And without me, it's going down.
Yeah.
And you know this.
Yeah. Yeah. It's almost like he's hypnotizing you too. You will fuck me after this. Yeah, you know, I think I will.
Man, I ain't gonna.
Yeah. But that's important for this film because that's what drives this movie. Throughout this whole narrative right here, the audience, they don't see every little thing that he does, every little piece that he's putting together. We just think like, oh, this is a petty thief. He's crazy. There's no way he's ever going to make it. Somebody's going to kill him or somebody's going to beat his ass. And you want to see it coming too.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen.
It's funny because the movie's titled Nightcrawler. And Nightcrawler is a term for those photojournalists, the videotape guys who are out at midnight just waiting for accidents or break-ins to happen so they can get it on film. But they could have titled this movie Creepy Mofo because he is a creep. There's no two ways about it. When the time comes when you think, oh, he's a creep and I ain't got to worry about him, he's crazy and I never let that guy in my life. If you're in his sights, he's already got you figured out.
He ain't nothing but a street level Hannibal Lecter, man.
Right.
He doesn't eat people.
He's not even physically threatening.
No.
So much. But psychologically,
he's got the greasy hair. He's got that creepy stare.
He's got a man bun. He ties his hair. And
that's the worst, man. You got a little piece of hair that you fucking like decide to put in a rubber band. It's just a little baby dick sticking out from the back of your head. You are a creep. I'm sorry. You are Jake Gyllenhaal. What you mean? You don't like my ponytail? No. And you spend your time with this guy in the movie. You follow him around. You don't see everything through his point of view. You can't because you are detached from him. But that's not a bad thing.
No, it's less like you're seeing things through his eyes and more like you're stuck in the car with him on the ride along.
With them big ass eyes, I don't know how you can't see through his eyes. He's a sleazy guy, but he never sells you anything. He just talks. He knows enough to play on your weaknesses, which are your desires.
Yep.
What do you want? And he promises, he picks that up. He's fucking Satan, man. He's Satan without fucking killing you. He's a slimy ass street punk Satan.
Yeah.
And you just feel, seriously, you feel greasy around this when you watch this guy. It's just like you just stuck your hand in a bunch of fucking pomade. He's so fucking slick. Part of him that's working so hard, you actually say, I think I want to see him succeed in a way. And you're conflicted with that.
You're right. For me, it was such a back and forth on that. That there were times when he was the underdog, and I wanted to see him, like, because you have Bill Paxton in here, who's like a more experienced Nightcrawler, who's kind of talking down to him, like, "Oh, kid, that's your equipment, man. You ain't getting nowhere." Or like, "I'll throw you a bone, let you team up with me."
Yeah, exactly.
And he's like, "No, I don't need to do that." Yeah. I was like, "Oh, well, then fuck you." And you're like, "Yeah, you want to see him come up," but then at the same time, he takes things to a level where you're like, "No, I want to see him get caught."
But the person that's really good in the movie is Rene Russo, because
Russo.
I don't know what makes me so mad is that I'm fucking up these words, or that you were right there to pick them up.
I'm just trying to help you.
No, you were right. No, you're right, but it makes me mad that you know it that quick.
I like to think of it more like you made the shot with the basketball, and I'm there for the assist.
You got the rebound.
Yeah.
Teamwork.
Yeah.
But Rene Rizzo. But Rene Russo, is that it?
Yeah.
She's in the movie, and this is another dirty trick that the movie pulls on the audience. It turns around and points the finger on you, Martin. Points the finger on the audience, like the news service out there, where their business is just as dirty as anything else. As anything else. The fact that they would indulge this guy.
It's a system that sanctions what he does.
Exactly. He wouldn't be there if it weren't for them.
I'm Lou Bloom. I have some footage for sale.
A stringer?
What?
Who do you work for?
At the moment, I work for myself.
Okay, well, see Frank out there the way you came. What's it time to?
106.
What do you have?
Something I'm fairly certain you'll be very excited about.
By the time you think I'm gonna have to be more aggressive and rude, it's already too late.
Yeah, look at him. Did you order a pizza? No, I didn't. Yeah, you did. I guess I did. Maybe I did.
I can see you have a hungry family in there, and, and your kids probably need to do their homework, get to bed pretty soon, and you don't feel like cooking.
Yeah.
The pizza's here and it's hot right now.
I got a lot more respect for this movie than I did when I first walked out of it.
Okay, good, because I remember we walked out and I thought, wow, that was awesome, and you were like, yeah, I don't know about this.
Well, it was funny because I went to my car and Jake Gyllenhaal was in the shadows. He's like, did you like my movie? Hey, what'd you think about it, huh? It's good, man. It's good. There are a lot of things wrong in this film. I mean, the biggest thing is that when he's out there night crawling and doing his thing, he goes to scenes where the police are there, and they would not allow anybody to be on that scene, that crime scene, that accident scene. But he's there with a little old home video camera sneaking around right in front of them, like he's walking past them. And they do that. They do it
because like they make you go like, see, our guy, he's so clever. He knew how to do that. It's like, nah, that didn't even make sense.
No, that don't make sense at all. But do they do those good things extremely well? Mm-hmm. And I think there's a lot in this movie that they do extremely well. And I think Jake Gyllenhaal is somebody, I think he's an amazing actor. He's a handsome guy. He could be out there probably continuing to get leading man roles, but he's like, nah, I'm gonna go out and play the craziest motherfucker that I can. and not only not play a handsome leading man, but I'm gonna make myself ugly. I'm gonna make myself creepy. Mm-hmm. And why? Because that's where the juiciest role is.
He just looks moist and slick the whole time.
Looks like a fucking salamander with a goddamn... He looks like a salamander with a hairpiece and a camera.
Yeah, him and that goddamn camera.
I give it a full price, and it's one of those movies that's a small film that's doing a lot, saying a lot, and saying a lot with being very subtle.
And it is another extremely cynical movie, just like Gone Girl. Like, they both gave me that same feeling. Like, wow, y'all just don't believe in humanity at all. But it's cool how you played it. I bravo on that.
Hell yeah. So would you get full price?
A full price, yeah.
Full price, yeah. And look, on the other hand, if y'all want to see it as a horror movie, you surely can do that. Because I tell you, if I was going to my car at night and saw that motherfucker standing there, I'd be horrified too.
Having trouble with your keys?
Yeah, fuck out of here, man.